internets and webs and other people. We're here for the post show, for the Ubi post show. We're going to be asking the dev teams more about the games, and we've got questions from you on the internet. So are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, here we go. We've got some questions first off for Splinter Cell Blacklist, team member Maxime Bellon. Okay, the first person, Eric, says, Splinter Cell Blacklist has some great stuff going on, but how does it really play is the question.
I think what's interesting is that it plays the way you want, really. We've really tried to make the game so that you could play at your own pace. So if you're more a stealth player and you want to take your time, you want to think more before you act, you can totally do it. We've got like an economy system and a customization system that fully allows you to like be rewarded when you're playing and be able to customize your gear to support that play style. If you're more of an action player, you can also like go more action, and again, the economy system rewards you for that. And if you're kind of this middle character, the player that likes to be what I like to call the panther, right? The guy that likes a little bit of action, but he wants to do it super silently. Well, you can also play that way.
Killer, very cool. Okay, we're going to go on to a question about the crew with Julian Garrity. So Jimmy wants to know, so hang on, was that the whole of the US?
It was. It's one contiguous map. So you can drive from LA to New York if you want, and no loadings, no nothing. It's all streamed. Wow. So that's something we're pretty proud of, and it's pretty next gen.
That's crazy impressive. Okay, Jean Guédon, and everybody raise your hand because I've forgotten everything that's happened already. I blacked out. Okay, Jean, Cameron wants to know, I'm just going to snuggle in here between you guys. Why did you guys end up selecting pirates for AC4? Does this mean it will be set more on ships than on land?
Well, we actually selected pirates because everybody loves pirates, and we were ready to deliver it properly. You know, we know how to make cities, natural environments, and with 83, the naval experience. Now it was time to really craft this unified big pirate game, merging actually ground and naval. And so, no, it won't mostly be spent, you know, at sea. It will be at the player's will, basically. So we have tons of locations on ground locations, and the ocean will serve as a main hub. So it will be up to the player to spend more time at sea if he wants to.
But you can be at sea and you can be fighting at sea. You don't have to get off of the ship to get some action.
Definitely, it's totally systemic. So just to upgrade your ship, you can just raid some other ship. Every single ship on the ocean is a potential, you know, target with the cargo it carries. So that you need actually to upgrade your own ship and progress further in the game. But it's up to you to do it or not.
Killer. Okay, let's see. Watch Dogs. That's you. And tell me your name again because I forgot it. I've been drinking.
Kevin Short.
Kevin Short. Okay. So a lot of fans were asking, do you always I don't know what this. I don't quite understand this tweet. So let's see if you can unpack it for me. Do you need to be always on to play Watch Dogs?
Do you need to be always on? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Is that like probably a reference to online? Do you need to
always
be
online? Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And the short answer is no. You do not always need to be online. You can play offline if you decide. It's entirely player choice. But the thing with us is the credo for Watch Dogs is everything is connected and connection is power. So playing with your friends is what we encourage. We want people to be able to do that and try that out. And I think at E3 we're going to show some interesting stuff of how that works.
People are going to get to play this on the floor?
No, we won't be playing it on the floor, but we'll be showing off some new stuff.
I'm going to play it on the floor. Okay, Nicholas. There you are. Hi, Nicholas. Hi. Okay, so Declan asks, is this an MMORPG or is it something different?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it looked badass, but it was looking like beautiful open world, you know, campaign-driven play. So
the thing is that I love RPG games for a long, long time, and I played tons of MMOs as well, obviously. And the thing is, there's a lot of similarities to an MMO, but we call it an online open world game. And with that, you know, we have all the social features. You can, you know, hook up with your friends or use our revolutionary matchmaking system to, you know, find new friends that you can play the game with. You can also play it solo if you want to, obviously. Then we have the open world, huge part of New York where you can play around, immersive, and we have dynamic content, which means that every time you play the game, it's different what happens. And so you never know what's going to be around next corner, a friend or a foe, or, you know, a new event you've never seen, or maybe even that thing you've been looking for all week. And then obviously we have all the RPG mechanics you can dream of, you know, with player progression, loot, skills, abilities, crafting, group content, and player versus player. And in addition to that, we are also, once we go live, we will have continuous updates with new missions, skills, and even new areas where you can play. So MMO or not, I let the audience decide.
Well, answering your own questions, Internet. You'll never do that. Let's go back to, let's have another question about Splinter Cell. Maxime, how long will the single-player campaign be?
It's a pretty long game. I think what's interesting with what we're doing also is that we have a lot of co-op missions that are also playable in single player. So that's kind of interesting because you can be playing the campaign and then you can drop by and do a little co-op mission with a friend. Then maybe your friend goes to bed and you can play all by yourself another co-op mission. Then you go back to. So we've got really a lot of content for players. And then on top of that, we've got Spy versus Mercs. That's like all unified thanks to the supercomputer that Sam has, which we call the SMI, the Strategic Mission Interface. So we're really trying to blur the lines between all of our game modes to really give an experience that's not just an X amount of hour single player story, but it's really a really big game. Yeah.
Excellent. Let's see. I feel like there's a lot of guys up here who aren't identified on my iPad who just put down their Red Bulls to come stand on stage. So is there anybody else here on the Watch Dogs team? It's just anybody else. Who are you people down here? Who are you? Did you come up from the audience to stand on stage? Oh, okay, good. You're our gameplay guys. You're our online guys. Okay, good. Honestly, and I should have this stuff memorized, but I don't. And I also don't think I have it in here. So I'm gonna have you guys identify yourselves.
Okay, I'm Out Consumer. I'm from Spain. My name is Rock, and I'm a YouTuber.
Okay.
Well, I'm a YouTuber too. I'm David from Does David Games from the Netherlands.
Okay.
I'm Dan Bull. I'm a YouTuber and musician from the UK.
Excellent.
I'm Matt Shacha. I'm a YouTuber and the official ghost.
Excellent.
I'm Stephen from Liverpool, and I'm an E3 competition winner.
Your accent's adorable. All right. So you know what I want to do is just actually ask you guys what you thought about the presentation today and what maybe stood out the most for you. And we'll start with adorable accent guy.
For me, I'm like a really big Assassin's Creed fan, so Assassin's Creed 4 trailer was just epic, like. And then the Division.
Hold this right inside your mouth.
Yeah, the Division at the very end.
Yeah, that
that
looked bananas,
was
right?
just like really
Yeah.
good. Oh, and the crew as well, the
Crew
racing
looks
game.
great,
Yeah, epic, really,
Very
really
cool,
good.
very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I'm excited for everything that we knew was coming, and then the things that we didn't know were coming just totally smashed it. So, it's like, okay, yeah, we're excited for Assassin's Creed, we're excited for Watch Dogs. Holy crap, what's the direction? All this other stuff. Like, the crew, I don't know. Now I don't know what I'm excited about anymore. It's kind of everything.
Do you play a lot of driving games?
Not really. I'm more a Clancy guy. So the end of the show, I was kind of like in my seat, like, and then the end of the show, and I was like, oh, what is this? This is.
I feel like these guys every year just piss themselves thinking about how are we going to top last year's IP reveal, because that reveal was a secret. I didn't even know. I hadn't seen it. It had a code name and everything until when I walked out on stage today, which is why I was like lying across the stage trying to see the screen. It was bananas, right?
It was crazy. I'm completely and totally, the cover system, everything about the game just looks amazing. I can't wait. And, like I said, everything looked great.
Good. Okay, how about you?
Yeah, for me it was Rocksmith because, I'm a guitarist, but I haven't really got better at playing the guitar for about 10 years. So I reckon if I play this, it's going to give me the incentive to really get like as good as, I don't know, Slash or someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not Slash?
Yeah.
I mean, the coolest thing about that was, I think, with a lot of music gaming, it's not really about musicianship. It's just about gameplay. That looks like that's really a game that's directed towards making you a better guitarist.
This is one of the first ones I've seen that really is going to give you skills that you can go away from the game, pick up a real guitar,
Right.
get on stage, and you'll be able to perform the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, so it's giving you real world skills.
And then having Jerry Cantrell here was killer. Are you guys Alice in Chains fans?
Oh no, not me.
Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. Who over here? No. Okay.
Somebody else.
Did anybody get excited when he walked out? Did anybody see him? Was it
I
just me?
knew him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So should I just continue or more questions for him? Awesome. Good. Where to start? I was actually here just for Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, mainly because I didn't know about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Now the crew looks cool. I just actually want to play it before I have a final judgment. But the other thing, what was it called? Like,
The Division?
oh jeez.
Yes.
I think I was the loudest person. He actually started filming me instead of the screen when I was like, wait, wow. And yeah, so that's incredible. And I'm like an old school Rayman fan, so I'm kind of excited about that too.
Cute. Well, I only play RPG shooter games, and so The Division was the thing that I'm always super excited about Watch Dogs. Last year, I almost cried, but looking at that gameplay, I always love it when there's real gameplay in the demo, and you can see what it's going to feel like to play the game, and it looked insane. It looked insane. I was losing my mind.
I actually thought I was looking at a trailer, like when the camera panned down and through the streets of New York, and then you start-
Beautiful.
Wait, what? What happened? So yeah, that game, awesome, and of course Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, already on.
All looks good. AC looks good. Yeah. And kind of varied styles of gameplay. I think you play all those games and get something different out of them.
I was saying, that's great, that's good, that's great, that's good. And I said, that's unreal. That cannot be true. So that's how we felt. And yeah, after that, or before that, who doesn't want to be a pirate? So I ever
punchline.
yeah, I ever wanted to be a pirate. So yeah, Assassin's Creed looks really great.
Also, I feel like that AC3 footage was beautiful. You know, I mean, some pirates had like scurvy and no teeth. I mean, that was like the sexiest group of pirates and the sexiest pirate action I'd ever seen.
To say that, but yeah.
I did 4 out of 5.
Yes, I would have dated 5 out of 5 if I was drunk enough. Okay, here let me bring a few more questions about gameplay, and let's see. Well, since everybody was freaking the F out about the Division, Nicholas, let me ask you one more question. Yeah, this question's not a real question, so let me ask you a real question. Is this a fully integrated next-gen experience? Will it use second screen?
Oh yes, we're extremely proud of our companion gaming, and it was something. As soon as we decided that we were going to go for the next generation of consoles, we decided we need to do something that's fully interactable, so you can play with your friends while they're playing the HD game. So what we have done is that once your friends are playing the game, you can just log in with a separate account, separate everything on the pad or your phone, and you see the game from the bird's view perspective. And from there, you can, target enemies, debuff them, and even shoot them, and also target your friends and buff them and heal them and support them, and give them tactical advice on enemies coming around the corner and all those kind of things. So it's completely integrated and it's real time, and you can play for hours with your friends.
I think the greatest thing about online play is how rich the cooperative experience can be when it's off campaign and you can really be integrating with your friends in a real-time way that's not just kind of limited by, the narrow confines of a local, local campaign play. So
you can play on the bus or at work.
yes, all of those things, or just not go to work. How about that? All right, I want to get one more question in about each game, and then I'm going to get everybody's takeaway. Oh, do we need to wrap it up? Oh, Shiza, internet, apparently you're out of time. I know that's not true because the internet is never out of time, but can I just have everybody just say what their favorite moment of the presentation was? You can say your own game if you like, but I'll just start here.
For me, The Division.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
It was incredible, right? Okay. Yeah. Are you guys all like in cones of silence over there? Do you never see each other's like game tab?
Oh, when we have secrets, we keep the secrets. So nobody here saw the crew trailer or gameplay footage. I hadn't seen the Splinter Cell experience and The Division. Complete surprise.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Okay, because I just love that you guys are excited about the other team's stuff. That's rad.
I think we're all gonna see The Division. I think we all got caught by surprise, right? And it looks great. It's I'm surprised it's a Clancy game also. So me on Splinter Cell, it touches me a little bit. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I'm thinking about the future of Tom Clancy, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the future is here.
And it does feel very futuristic, very modern.
I'm not going to say The Division, since that would be very self-serving. So I'm going to say all the other games, and I think and I think that we got a lot of buzz now, and that's super exciting. But the thing is that all the games that were shown was just amazing, and I think it's going to be a good year for Ubisoft.
Absolutely.
I fully agree, but I think I really have a kick for the crew. Yeah, it's really triggers. It triggered this string, and the little kid in me. It looks amazing.
Excellent. Mine's have to be Assassins. The Black Flag looks great. I'm pretty excited about that. I also probably have to say Just Dance because my 6-year-old daughter goes nuts for that. So she's going to be pretty excited with that.
That's pretty much a game that they won't admit it, but if you get a beer and I'm like, your dad will go nuts on Just Dance, totally.
That's exactly right.
Excellent. Don't give your daughter a beer, though.
For me, it's The Division, that moment when the guy just slips over the car. It felt so natural. It's like, wow.
Yeah, incredibly. I agree. Totally evocative.
2 things, actually. I'm a Trials fan, so that was like awesome. Finally on a mobile device. And Assassin's Creed, simple as that. You can move on now. Assassin's Creed is the bomb.
You know how you feel. Yes, it's nice. It's nice that you know yourself.
Mine was a mix-up between, I can't decide between the crew or the Division. I like the idea of you can just drive around anywhere in America. Mm-hmm. You can bring your friends with you. But then the Division, I think that was a defining moment for me because I thought it was like a CG as it panned down from the roof, just like these guys said. Yeah. And then I realized it was live gameplay. And I was like, oh, I want to play this.
It's like, holy crap, right? That's my takeaway. Holy crap.
Division, easily. Just, I loved everything I saw today, but I'm sorry, Division just killed it. They just knocked it out of the park, man. It's a home run, man. I can't
For me, it was Assassin's Creed, definitely. And the crew, I'm not like a big racing game fan, but that would definitely make me play a racing game. Definitely. Cheers.
All right. Well, I'm signing off. Internets, and feel free to tweet anything you want to say about today's show, even if it's laggy, because I can take it. This was an amazing afternoon. The hashtag is UBE3. There are other hashtags you can use. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Get down to E3 if you're here in town and play these games. They're killer. See you next year.